Hello everyone, Greg Nelson here. Hey, thanks for watching. This is Simply Sales, and if you're new to the sales industry, or you're thinking about getting into the sales game, or you're looking to get a little bit more out of life, maybe you watched one of my last videos, and you're really wondering how you could take a sales strategy and incorporate that to get a little bit more out of life, or maybe to achieve that short-term goal you had in mind, well, this video is definitely for you. I hope this video will answer any questions you may have. Maybe you're just getting going in your sales career and you're stuck and you're not really knowing or getting the help in your organization on what to do or how to go about completing a sales transaction. Hopefully this will answer those questions and also give you the tips and the tools that you need to hit the ground running where you can start selling from day one in your industry. All right, so it doesn't really matter what industry you're in. You could be in roofing, you could be in any kind of construction sales industry. You could be in mattresses, furniture, computers, software, real estate, boats, automobiles. Doesn't matter. The steps to the sale. And those steps to the sale or that sales process, it's very similar in between all industries and anything that has to do with sales or getting whatever you want out of life for that matter. So things that you may see little nuances change between the different industries or the different organizations that you're in, but for the most part, it's all one and the same. So with that, there are 6 steps on the sales process. Okay, step number 1 is the introduction. Step number 2 is fact finding, needs versus wants. Step number 3 is product selection. Step number 4 is demonstration of that product. Step number 5 is the proposal, the write-up, the offer, and step number 6 is the close or finalizing the transaction. So step number 1 is the introduction. The studies show that a customer or a client or a guest will form an opinion of that representative within the first 4 to 5 seconds. So body language is key. Body language is everything. And so with that, what you want to do is you want to stand up straight, not hunker down, not looking at your cell phone, right? Not hands in your pockets, okay? Or, walling back and forth, or maybe you got your ear pods in. No, you want to have a, nice straight stance, chest out, a nice warm smile on your face, and you want to have a sparkle in your eyes. You can smile with your eyes just as you can smile with your mouth. And so a lot of times what will stop customers from moving forward with that sales associate is they don't sense that there's a genuine person behind the smile. They'll see a smile, but they'll see shiftiness in the eyes. And then all of a sudden they realize that sales representative is just going through the motions and doesn't really care about the needs of that consumer. Then they're on to the next place. So shoulders back, chest out, nice warm smile, and if you are allowed to handshake in your state, put out your hand and have a nice firm handshake. Okay, with that, you don't want it to be a weak handshake to where they don't feel that there's life in the hand that they're holding, and you definitely do not want it to be an overpowering, firm, knuckle-breaking handshake like your arm wrestling Hulk Hogan. Okay, if you can feel the knuckles moving in the person's hand that you're shaking, you're squeezing too tight. So just a nice firm handshake, and then welcome them into your place. If you're on the phone and you can't handshake in person, just remember, on the phone, they hear you smiling. They hear your body language, and it all comes out through the tone of your voice. So if you're on the phone, don't be slouched over in your chair or hunkered over your desk. Put your shoulders up. Open your diaphragm. Hello, thank you for calling, right? And that's how you want to be. Hello, welcome. I appreciate you coming in. Thank you for visiting with us today. My name is, and you are? Well, it is nice to meet you, or it is a pleasure to meet you. And then ask them what they're there for. How may I be of service to you today? How may I help? What information can I provide to you? This will allow you to transition into number 2, fact finding, needs and wants. I say needs and wants because a customer is coming to you to see if you have a product or a service that will fill a need. They also have wants they would like to have in addition to that need, and they're looking to you and your company to see if you either provide that product or that service. And if they can get everything in one place and you're somebody they like to do business with and the price is agreeable, they're probably going to do business with you. The fact finding needs and wants, this should just be a normal conversation. You're just walking with your client, a stroll through the park, just having a warm, friendly conversation about what's important to them, how that product or service is going to benefit that customer. With that also, you want to ask questions. And in any sales situation, the person asking questions is usually always in control. But you don't want to ask so many questions you fail to listen. A good sales representative has 2 ears and 1 mouth. And so you should always listen twice as much as you speak. So give the consumer enough time to talk and logically and emotionally tell you what's important to them in the product or service that they're looking for. If you do this, you should easily be able to transition right into number 3, which is product selection. So if you do have that product or service that meets that customer's needs, how many do you have? Do you have a full line of products? Do you have a handful of products that will do everything that that consumer is looking for? If so, hey, more products, the more options you can give them, the better. I think you should narrow, if you do have a full line of products and you do have many different options that will do exactly what that client is looking for, I think you should narrow it down and really drill down your fact finding and your needs and wants assessment down to, that would bring you down to 2 or 3 good quality choices. Let's say it's a computer, cell phone, computer, doesn't really matter. You show that customer exactly what they're looking for based off of what the customer described. Okay, Mr. and Mrs. Consumer, Mr. and Mrs. Customer, hey, based off of what you've told me and what you have said is going to be important to you in this next computer or cell phone, I believe this would be the right fit for you because it has this, what you said you were looking for. It also comes with this, which you said was important to you. And it also has this, which you said would be nice to have in addition to everything else. It comes with the antivirus software, right? So if you can incorporate all those 3 things, you know, everything that the customer's looking for, that's the product. Then also offer them, you know, maybe something a little bit nicer. Something a little bit nice. Hey, look, you can go from the 24-inch up to the 27-inch. The resolution of the screen is going to jump up to 4K quality. It also has the latest video card, the latest sound card, the latest Intel processor, and it's only going to cost you this amount much more. So now you're on the 3rd product. Hey, you know, this product, you know, it doesn't have the 24-inch screen that you're looking for, but the screen is a good size. It's 22 inches. It doesn't have the same video card and sound card that you were looking for in the computer, but it does have that same processor. And down the road, you can add a nice speaker system able to get you the sound quality you're looking for. The ball is this product is going to cost you $150 less than the product that you picked out. Which product would work best for you, Mr. Customer, Mrs. Customer? You see how that is? Now the customer has options. They feel they can easily buy one of them versus being hard sold on just one product that if they do buy that product, they're going to question if it was the right decision and the right choice. But if you're giving them multiple different options, the customer will always feel that the one they selected is the right choice because ultimately it's the choice they made. Then it's time for the product demonstration. Now you may have already briefly demonstrated each of those different products or those the 3 previous choices to the customer. But I would say now you'd want to really kind of go in and demonstrate that product, the one that they chose, a little bit further to ensure or lock in their consumer's decision that they made the right decision on that said product. But at least the consumer sees that product in action before they take delivery of that product. Because the next step after the product demonstration is the proposal. And so this is where you're going to show the customer how much that product is going to cost them. And if it's a big ticket item like a boat or an RV or an automobile, you're definitely not only going to want to show them the total, but you're also going to want to break down monthly payment options and show the customer you can help to make that product affordable to that consumer. A good sales professional just does not want to do business with a customer once. Bada bing, bada boom, we're done. See ya. We want to help that customer's family. We want to help that customer's coworkers. We want to help that customer again and again and again. And we want to take care of their friends and family again and again and again. We want to develop what they call customers for life. If you've ever read that book, it's a great book. If you haven't, you should go out and get it. That's exactly what we want to develop, is a customer for life. And so by doing that, you're going to take care of the customer all the way through, even after you've delivered the product. You've agreed on terms, you've agreed on figures. Guess what? It's time for the exchange. The money exchange, or the credit exchange, or the contract exchange for the product to be delivered. And as soon as you have that, congratulations. You've made a sale, you've completed your first sales transaction. Thank you again for watching Simply Sales. I hope this 6-step sales process has been able to answer your questions and has given you the tools needed so you can hit the ground running and start selling in your new sales career from day one. These are the basics, 101, man. And so we need to continuously drill and practice on the basics. Just like the great Bruce Lee once said, I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Through selling and having a positive frame of mind will all help to make the economy and the world a little better. Hey, thank you again. We'll talk to you soon.